The following is a presentation of TFNN. Live at TFNN, the Money Masters. Now, your Money Masters, Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes.
Welcome, folks. I'm your guest. I'm your co-host, Steve Rhodes. Tom had to step out to do a interview, and he should be back sometime in the next 20 minutes or so. So you've got me here, and folks, I absolutely love being here with you. And this is the best time of my day for sure. Right now, you've got the Dow down 24, the S&P's down 2, the composite down 6. Small caps, that's where we're kind of focusing our time, because that is the weak link, and that's what you really want to be paying attention to, because that is going to give us the information with regard to the next really set of trade setups, if you will. And right now, we're having a rejection of the August 9th swing point. What I actually have up on my screen is the Russell 2000 index. So we're trading at 642.76, and the low from August 9th, if we take a look at that, the low that we had there was 639.85. So you definitely want to see a close above that area. There was also there was also on September 22nd a low put in a 634.71. So you want to see a close above that. You'd like to see a rejection of two sets of data points, two swing points, if you will. We're trading above both of those right now. And, I expect here in a moment we're going to go green on the small caps, if you will. And that moment is right. Let's see. Right. Come on. It's so close. So close. Anyways, that thing is going to go green. There we go. Just went up by a penny. So that's green. The next thing we need to see green here is the Dow. That just went green. So now we're starting to see green, folks. And that's really, if you listen to the 9 a.m. show and you were taking a look at how I was taking a look at the markets, what was going on inside the markets, what was happening with the currency markets, what was going on with the futures markets. What you really wanted to understand was those Gartley patterns. Great. In fact, I know that David White posted a Gartley pattern. He's working on completing the rest of his very cool software application, The Art of Timing the Trade. I use that as one of my tools. I use a number of tools, and certainly I use that one as well. He's got such a sharp mind, and so if you are looking for a way to add to your trading applications, because I use multiple trading platforms to give me information, because this is all about information, because there's no question, and I believe this so solidly, that there is once in a generation, there's an opportunity that creates itself where there is just a segment of society that is able to accumulate wealth. And there is no question in my mind that is the money industry. It's the industry, where there is the most amount of fear. Actually, it was pretty cool last night, or yesterday afternoon. I was just trying to recuperate from the great event that we had on Saturday. And again, thanks to all the folks that came out to see us. And I decided to just relax yesterday. Now, when I relax, what I like to do is I like to just be able to free my mind up, so that my mind's not working, because my mind is always working. And when I say not working, I mean working on markets or some other element of life, if you will. And so for me, that's going out to the golf course. And I haven't played out at Innisbrook ever, which is just up the street here in the Tarpon Springs area. And their difficult course was what I went and played, called Copperhead. I thought it was really overrated. It was not that difficult of a golf course, and there wasn't a whole lot of beauty. But, of course, I can find beauty in everything, and I want you to be able to find beauty in everything. But, folks, it allowed me to just kind of clear my head. But what the cool thing is that, I ran into two people, played with a couple that were vacationing down here from Colorado. And I said, yeah, we're on the air up there. You can catch us from 2 to 4. And it was cool. I was able to go to my phone, pull up the actual station. And they told me, what is so cool is they shared with me just how scared of the markets. Now, they're in the insurance business. And the husband said, yeah, he was able to get a better return by investing in himself in his business. Of course, I asked him, how's your business going? Then he said, oh, it's terrible. So it was kind of like, well, so let me get this straight. You're going to invest in your business. That's terrible. You know, I mean, we talked about some acquisition, you know, that maybe that was a good way for him to grow business. But it really was a way for me to clear my mind. But I converted them. I shared with them the money game, if you will, in Mastering Probability. And we now have 2 new Tiger listeners. And what we want is we want more. So we really want you to tell your friends and neighbors about us here at the network, the Archive Show, because I absolutely, with certainty, I can say this with certainty, that this is a once-in-a-lifetime, generational opportunity for you to learn how to play the money game, for you to really be able to master this, for you to amass more wealth, because, you know, when you understand the power of compounding and you apply that to the money game, to the 1%, and that's why we named this the Money Masters, folks, because we want you to become a master of money. That's what it's all about. And so, you know, we want you to understand this. So the first thing you got to do is get a trading application. You know, and the Art of Timing the Trade is certainly one that I think it's out in a couple weeks. You know, you should consider adding it to your existing charting application, or if you don't have one, that's one that you should really take a look at, because it's got a lot of great information that's already built into it for you. I use it, you know, in conjunction with Ensign, which you're looking at on the screens when I'm drawing these advanced patterns, if you will, these Gartleys and butterflies. I'm using Ensign. It just provides me with a lot of intraday information and allows me to be able to communicate to you what's going on. Right now, you got the Dow up, you know, 50 points, and the S&P's up 6, and the composite up 11, and the Russell up 3.5. And again, it's that Russell that is the one that's going to give us the most information. It's already giving us that information. I think I've been yelling that loud enough for the last hour and 15 minutes. But if you didn't hear me, the Russell is what you want to watch, because that's going to give you all the information with regard to where these markets are going to go. And it is about the U.S. dollar and the euro as well. If we go take a look at the SPX here, you can see the SPX has not been able to get all the way down to its lows. All it's really testing is the September 22nd time frame. Couldn't get all the way down there. So we'll see where the SPX finishes. Let's go take a look and see what's going on with the NDX, because the NDX is having a little bit of trouble here. That's where we're seeing a little bit of divergence. When I say trouble, you know, you had Apple trading down this morning, but that created a Tiger Gartley. There may be a little bit more left to do in the for the work in that. You had Google that was making a Gartley pattern. You can see right now you've got the NASDAQ 100. You know, was able to, it got down into its September 6th swing point on Friday. And the low there is, let's just take a look. The low on the NDX 100 is 2112.84. And where it actually got to this morning was 2112.43. Oh, you got to love it. Got down below that swing point, tested it. Likely we're going to see it being tested on lighter volume, and it's off to the races from here. Now, where's this going to run into a little bit of resistance, if you will? Well, I say the first bit of resistance that you're going to want to watch is going to always be that March 16th time frame, because that March 16th time frame, there's a couple of things. One, there was a number of lunar events that were going on there. March 18th, I believe it was when we had that super full moon. And so you've got some, you know, you've still got maybe some energy built up there, but it's an area that you want to watch. It's also really, you want to watch it because it was a swing point that we had with some substantial volume. And you want to go take a look at the Qs to see what the volume was. It's a lot easier to do that. And that would be the first area where, you know, you're going to see, well, it may not be the first area, but it's going to be an area where you're going to see some resistance as the market moves higher from here. Now, what you want to see is you want to see it clear that. Now, we know that the market is nothing more than a breathing organism of patterns that are non-random. Why do I say they're non-random? Because they're patterns that you have, that you develop. It's because the market is nothing more than human emotion. And that's the coolest thing about it, is because you can watch that emotion of fear and greed, and when you learn these technical tools, you can understand that they are non-random patterns. Sometimes they're just totally out there and random, but I believe they're non-random patterns, and I believe it because you drive to work the same way, even though you've got 2 or 3 different routes. You put your pants on the same way. You go to the same restaurants. You have patterns in your life. Your neighbor has patterns in his or her life. Their neighbor has patterns in their life. And the market is nothing more than a culmination of all of those folks. And so you want to be able to learn from these patterns. You want to be able to learn from these Gartley patterns, from these swing point patterns, because it is a beautiful way to trade. It's a beautiful way to be able to say, okay, I know this is where where my back is up against the wall, and you can place a trade. And what you really want to do, folks, you really want to go over and you want to check out my my newsletter service, because what you really need is the tool that's inside of that. And so for 30 days, money back guarantee, you can use the position size calculator so you can understand the power of 1% risk. It is absolutely the best way to trade. It'll help you with your stop management, and you'll be able to sleep at night, because when all you're doing is risking 1% of your working capital, folks, even if your stops get jumped, let me tell you, you are available to trade the next day. So let's go take a look at the actual ETFs themselves. Let's take a look at the 10-minute chart, since we're now 45 minutes into the trading session. And look at that volume spike we have there. We've got, let's see, I'm looking at the small caps. Did I say it was all about the small caps today? I think I did. Anyways, and so if you take a look at the small caps in the 10-10 time frame, you had 6.7 million shares come into the market to the upside, and the small caps are sending us a real nice signal here at the moment. Let's go take a look and see what the let's go take a look and see what we've got in the Qs here. See if we've got a similar. Oh yeah, you got a little. We got a nice big volume, or a big candle here. Let's take a look at. Let's downsize this to the 10-minute chart. Oh yeah, so you had some volume. The bigger volume happened to be in the small caps. Maybe it was everybody was listening and they said, yeah, the small caps is where it's going to be, and everybody got in on the small caps today on the trade. So hopefully that is that's the case here. Let's go take a look at the dollar index. So let's go shift gears. This morning we were taking a look at the tiger. Not that it wasn't a tiger. It was just simply a Gartley sell pattern. Not really much movement on the daily side inside there. Let's take a look at. Let me just pull this back on a shorter term time frame. So on the dollar index, I'll do it from right here. Let's take a look at what's going on with the dollar index on a 10-minute chart and see if we see anything there. You can see we have had a pretty nice pullback. Again, on that 10-10 time frame, and it's really why you want to understand what's going on, from the currency standpoint. You don't want to let understanding currency or trading currency make you think like it's, that's too much to handle. It's over your head. Because when you're looking at these charts, it really doesn't matter what it is that you're trading. The chart patterns as you're coming into swing points, or the ABC patterns, it works the same way. And so it's actually more empowering. If that's something that you actually fear, that's something that you actually want to do, because you want to go ahead and you want to stretch that muscle. Because when you do that, when you understand that you have the potential to be able to overcome something that was a fear, folks, so all it does is it builds up huge momentum, a huge belief system, and allows you to take action and trade these markets and make all kinds of money. That's what we're all about here at the Money Masters. 877-927-6648. Dow is up 22, and we'll be right back.
X-Story Gold Mines, an NYSE Amex-listed company trading under the symbol XG, is slated to be the newest gold-silver producer in Argentina. X-Story is forecast to produce more than $250 million in bullion annually, beginning in 2013, at a cash cost of less than $200 for each ounce of gold produced. That forecast will make X-Story one of the highest margin operators in South America and a sector leader in the mining industry. X-Story has $50 million in its treasury, having spent over $60 million to date on drilling and engineering. The ultimate size of its Argentina discovery could be determined by year-end, as results from the 6 drills operating at the site are fully assessed. To find out more about X-Story Gold Mines and their exciting growth potential, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE Amex under the symbol XG.
TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume in the major stock indices tell him when to be in the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today. Click Investments and Newsletters and get Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
Is the fast-moving investment world challenging the way you think about managing risk and return? You don't have to go it alone. Directions Alternative Strategy Funds feature built-in tactical management to help you find clarity for the path ahead. Direction Funds. I'm with X. To learn more about Directions Alternative Strategy Funds, please visit TFNN.com and click on the Direction Funds banner or call 877-434-9363. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Funds carefully before investing. The prospectus contains this and other information about Direction Funds. The prospectus should be read carefully before investing. To obtain a prospectus, go to DirectionFunds.com. Investing in index funds may be more volatile than investing in broadly diversified funds. The use of leverage by a mutual fund increases the risk to the fund. The more a fund invests in leverage instruments, the more leverage will magnify gains or losses on those investments. Distributed by Rafferty Capital Markets, LLC.
Looking for some extra cash to help pay off some of your bills? Let Tiger Metal Exchange convert your unwanted jewelry to cash. We pay out 80% of the market price for gold. Our payouts are the highest in the industry, more than double our largest competitors. And we've created the safest, easiest, and most straightforward process for converting your jewelry to cash. Log on to TigerMetalExchange.com and get your free scale, your free eye loop, and get the cash you deserve now. We provide a free online calculator that converts your jewelry to cash at up-to-the-minute spot prices. We insure your items for up to $75,000 per shipment free of charge. We videotape the entire valuation process so that you can view it online. You can call us toll-free at 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. Let Tiger Metal Exchange put more cash in your pocket without ever leaving the comfort of your home. Join the list of thousands of satisfied customers and go to TigerMetalExchange.com. It's the only click you need to make.
Here's what people are saying about Tiger TV.
Let's go to John in Tampa. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
A wonderful day. I love your Tiger TV. I watch it every day. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, man, I appreciate you out there watching it. How long have you been watching the Tiger TV?
I'm watching almost a month now, and it's wonderful.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's cool. You see the charts and everything. Thanks so much for the hard work.
Tiger TV, a great news service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Great Panther Silver. For more information, just click the Great Panther Silver banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. And Tom is still on the interview, but he'll get in here as soon as he can. You got the Dow down 3 points, 2 points. The S&Ps, everything's pretty much flat. You got the S&Ps down 1, the composite down 4, the NDX 100 down 3. Now, what I've got up on my screen, and you absolutely do want to watch us on Tiger TV. I mean, you really do. It's a great way to for us to be able to educate you, take a look at what it is that we're looking at, and and it's so important because our roadmap for success is the mere fact that you will change on a dime when you get some different information that is released to you. And that's really what you want to do, especially in these markets. You want to take a look at these volatile markets that we have as opportunities for you to be able to make nice money. Maybe it's a per day. I'm not encouraging you to be a day trader, but we've had such nice swings in these markets that you can be going long, today, this morning, and you might be going short sometime tomorrow. And there's enough bread in it for you, there's enough meat in it for you, that you really do want to learn this stuff. And you want to start taking some of your investment capital and start trading. And, there's no better way than subscribing to one of the great newsletter services. Like I say, following this show here, you've got Basil. He's got an incredible newsletter service. And you've got Larry. He's got one. I've got one, Tom as well, and it's a great way to empower yourself. Now, one of the things that I always like to pay attention to when I'm trading, just intraday, just like to be aware of it, is what I call the days, the true range of the day. And to me, that occurs between the opening range, not the true range, the opening range. And because that occurs between 9:30 and 10. The first 30 minutes of trading is when it really tells you about the opening range. And what you can do is you can take a look at whatever the high is up to the 10 o'clock time frame and whatever the low during that intraday session. And I look at a 5-minute chart and a 1-minute chart just to take a look at any significant trades that might be firing off. I do this for whatever indexes it is that I might be trading, just so I can understand the opening range, how things are coming back into it. So if you look at the 5-minute chart, and this is on the Qs, and on the 5-minute chart here on the Qs, you can see that the high was put in at 950. So I just simply have a straight line that goes across that. The low that was put in 5 minutes later. It looks like at 955. The low there was 5180, and it traded at 5180 at the 10 o'clock session as well. So that is our true range. Now you can see that we came off of the low. We came off of it with some decent volume, 3.2 million shares. You cut right to it. You cut right to it. You sliced right through the top of that range. You did that with 1.7 million shares. What you probably did was, from a swing point standpoint, you probably made like a 786 retracement, and that top there, the swing that stands out at me, is at 1510. So that would be 3:10 in the afternoon on Friday. And if we just simply take our retracement tool, we draw all the way down to the bottom. Well, the 0.786 of that would have been 52.87. Where it actually traded up to was 52. Where's the high here? 52.85. 52.85, and your ruler told you 52.87. Now, what you know about these retracement areas, these are normal breathing patterns inside the market. These are floor levels. You got to just picture folks are on elevators. They got on the bottom floor. They were coming to work, if you will, to make money, and they rode it up to the 0.786, and they said, okay, I made some decent bread from there. I bought it at 51.83. I sold it for $1 more than that, a little bit over $1 more than that, in a matter of 5, 10, 15 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and take some of my bread off the table, some of my meat off of the table, if you will. It's just simply a normal spot. Now, what does the market do? It retraces right now back to the top of that opening range. And you want to see what's it doing when it comes back into that area, what's it doing from a volume standpoint. The top of that range at 950 was 1.2 million shares. When we came down at 5 minutes ago, we came down with 1.3 million shares. We actually, the top number, just out of curiosity, is 52.36. And what did we come down to? 52.37. And now the market is, it was inhaling, if you will, it was catching its breath. Now it's blowing back out again, and the market is moving higher. And so you really want to understand these opening ranges. And again, you don't have to be a day trader. It's just, what you want to do is you want to be able to use this as actually a tool on an intraday basis in order for you to gain confidence of understanding what goes on in the marketplace. Because the charts that we look at, the chart patterns are the same. It doesn't really matter what time frame it is that you work on. And this is so helpful to you from an educational standpoint, and such an easy way for you to be able to see what it is that we do, what it is that we look at on a daily basis. One quick tour over to the euro, see what we've got there. Really no activity. It's holding that Gartley buy area at the 133 level. And when we get back, folks, maybe we'll go take a look at gold or silver, or feel free to call in 877-927-6648. We'll be right back.
This is Tom O'Brien. If you want to get great trade setups in equity as well as the option market, come over to TFNN.com and test drive my daily newsletter, Market Insights, for 2 weeks absolutely free. Each trade setup comes with a profit projection as well as stop placement. Included in Market Insights is a Twitter alert service. This allows you to take advantage of intraday setups. Volatility is back in the markets. What does that mean to you? To me, it spells short-term opportunity each and every day. The days of trending up on lighter volume are gone. We have come off the highs with volume across the globe. Don't get caught in a complacency trap. Many of the indices have given back 2 months of trading in 1 week. We have a trader's market. You can take advantage of this trader's market by test driving my daily newsletter, Market Insights, free for 2 weeks. Market Insights will give you the edge you're looking for in the markets. Go to TFNN.com, under newsletter, hit the Market Insight tab for your 2-week free test drive right here, right now.
Tom O'Brien's weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, gives traders, investors, and money managers a thorough strategy for trading the gold market. If you're an investor in gold or any of the gold mining equities, this newsletter is an essential tool that can help you become a better trader in the gold market. The Gold Report comes out every Monday with complete coverage of the entire gold market, including the XAU, HUI, the dollar, the bond, the rand, more than 40 different mining equities, as well as some of the most popular precious metal ETFs, including the GDX and the SLV. For as low as $75 per month, you can gain access to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report that will help you take advantage of investment opportunities at the current historic gold price levels. To order your Gold Report today with a free 30-day trial subscription, log on to tfnn.com or call our office directly at 877-518-9190.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes a carefully selected portfolio can lower your volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angelo O'Brien, financial advisor and certified financial planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
Studies show that 10,000 hours is what it takes to achieve outstanding results, unless you use the power of leverage. The power of leverage, folks, is key to attaining outstanding success in your trading and investing. I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of the Money Masters with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at tfnn.com, and author of Mastering Probability, a daily trading and investment newsletter. Let me take your trading to a new level, a whole new level. Let me teach you the secrets that the real Money Masters use each and every day to produce consistent financial results. On top of that, I'll transform your life in ways you never thought imaginable. You'll overcome hurdles like an Olympian. Here's the beauty. I'm so certain that I'll transform your life. I'm giving you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Time, folks, something you'll never get back. The time is now to take action. Go to the homepage of tfnn.com and order Mastering Probability. It'll change your life forever.
This segment is brought to you by Great Panther Silver. For more information, just click the Great Panther Silver banner on the front page of tfnn.com.
Welcome back, folks. This is Steve Rhodes. This is the Money Masters, and Tom is not going to get a chance to get back here, so thanks for sticking with me. I appreciate it, and you certainly want to stay tuned because we got a great lineup. You got Basil Chapman coming up next, and Larry Pesavento will take it from 12 to 1. We take just a short break, and then David White takes it from 3 to 4, and Tom will bring it home from 4 to 6. Right now you got the Dow down 22, S&P's down 2. It's just our normal breathing pattern here in the markets, and one of the things, folks, that is actually pretty cool, and it's why we talk about Tiger TV. I was just informed that ABC is now going to start feeding some of its content over to Yahoo, and it's just, in fact, I was talking about it last night after I played my round of golf over at Innisbrook. I came in to, went over to the clubhouse to have some dinner and sat next to a guy that, just lo and behold, I always say the universe puts you in the spot that you're in for a reason. Of course, the universe was put me in the spot there so that I could have a couple of Stellas, along with some food that I ordered. But the guy that was sitting, just a chair over, 2 chairs over from me, was in the private equity business, and he was just down from New York. He opened up an office, or has had an office down here in the north of Clearwater, area, in the Innisbrook area here for a while. But, so we just got an opportunity to talk about the markets. At that stage, I was off the course after 6 o'clock at night, so I could see what was going on with regard to the markets opening up. But what we were really talking about was, I was telling him about Tiger TV, what Tom had created here, what we have as a content vehicle, because, the cool thing is when you take a look at Google TV or you take a look at Apple TV, and these are something that if you don't have now, you're absolutely going to have this in your home, or you're going to have it, as part of the television sets. At some point in time will just simply be an automatic thing. And picture yourself if you are, in one of the major, well, I don't care whether you're in a cable station or whether you're in a national network. The reality is I think that at some point in time here, if it hasn't already happened in your home, you're going to walk into your home, and what you're going to be looking at is you're going to be looking at whatever content it is that you want, much like iTunes. I picture it to be at some point in time just like iTunes, where instead of, now this is not good for it's certainly not good for the band, if you will. Other than, it's one way that you could look at it, because you can cherry pick and you're just simply going to buy the songs that you like. But that's the way that it is. It's actually, turned out well for you, the consumer, for me, the consumer, and I think it's going to be the same way with regard to content and the selection process over a period of time. And Tom was really, the guy that had the vision. We talk about visions, and he was out in front of that. And part of that vision, part of that doing that, is really be able to provide great content for you, so that you could make some good decisions, about your economic future. So it's very cool to see a big television network like ABC and Yahoo, finally start to get into the game. We want to see others get into the game, because we know that the content that we have here, it's unparalleled for anybody that is looking to empower themselves and be able to learn how to manage their money. So that's a cool thing. One of the things we talked about at the workshop that we did over the weekend was I have several different videos that I play during the workshop, just simply to be able to help prove a point. And that point is really all about visualization. It's about taking a look at the physiology, the biochemistry perhaps of the individual, the words that they might be saying themselves, and the actual focus that they have. When you take a look at that, what you see on that pattern, I talk about how patterns are non-random and they're repeating, because there's certain rituals that everyone has. And when you take a look at sports, you see it all the time. In the case of the Tampa Bay Rays, we saw that. Because what happens is folks either focus on one of two things. You either focus on what you want to do, or you focus on what you don't want to do, what you're afraid of. And what happens in sports, and it probably happened yesterday when you took a look at the Dallas game with Romo versus the Detroit Lions, is he was focused on what he didn't want to do. And what does he do? Threw 3 interceptions. Thank you very much, because I'm a Detroit fan. And Detroit was focused on what they wanted to do. That's why they're 4-0. I want you to be 4-0 as well. You can give me a call, 877-927-6648. We'll be right back, folks.
TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume in the major stock indices tell him when to be in the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today. Click Investments Newsletters and get Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
Studies show that 10,000 hours is what it takes to achieve outstanding results, unless you use the power of leverage. The power of leverage, folks, is key to attaining outstanding success in your trading and investing. I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of The Money Masters with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN.com, and author of Mastering Probability, a daily trading and investment newsletter. Let me take your trading to a new level, a whole new level. Let me teach you the secrets that the real money masters use each and every day to produce consistent financial results. On top of that, I'll transform your life in ways you never thought imaginable. You'll overcome hurdles like an Olympian. Here's the beauty. I'm so certain that I'll transform your life. I'm giving you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Time, folks. Something you'll never get back. The time is now to take action. Go to the homepage of TFNN.com and order Mastering Probability. It'll change your life forever. At Tiger Metal Exchange, we pay you more for converting your jewelry to cash.
Let's go to Brian in New Jersey. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, just want to let you know I did give you some jewelry. My jeweler offered me about $650. I should get a check in the mail tomorrow for about $1,200.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, it's all about honesty when converting your jewelry to cash.
Okay, let's go to Paul in Florida first. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
I want to commend you on the Tiger Metal Exchange. I just did a deal with you guys the other day.
Oh, good.
And I'm very happy.
Well, I appreciate it. Now, Did you sell us jewelry or did you buy coins off us?
Yeah, I sold you jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What we weighted at was less than you guys said, so, you're totally honest.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we give you the tools to value your gold, and it's absolutely free. Call 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. We've created the easiest, safest, and most honest cash for gold process. Tiger Metal Exchange. It's the only call you need to make.
Here's what people are saying about Tiger TV.
Let's go to John in Tampa. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
A wonderful day. I love your Tiger TV. I watch it every day. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, man, I appreciate you out there watching it. How long have you been watching the Tiger TV?
I'm watching almost a month now, and it's just wonderful.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's cool. You see the charts and everything. Thanks so much for the hard work.
Tiger TV, a great news service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. You got the Dow down 74, the S&P's down 7, Composite down 17, small caps down 5. You got gold. What's gold doing? Let's see here. Gold is up $29. Silver's up 33 cents. Had a request from the Den folks, and the Den is this. You talk about Tom and his vision. You talk about another state-of-the-art state-of-the-art thing that he has created, which is really a peer group. It's a peer group of traders where you can get all types of information. You've got folks that are very generous, willing to help, help you. So if you're new to this and you want to learn about it, and it's, I think if you just simply go to the front page, you can sign up for the Tiger's Den. Just follow the process for doing that. I think you can try that for free for 30 days. Test drive for at least 2 weeks, but I think 30 days. And it's just a great way to associate yourself with a peer group. It's so important that when you want to find another gear, when you want to do something beyond what you already are doing, you've got to associate yourself with a group of people. You've got to change who it is that you are. That's the way that you make those types of things happen. You don't have to leave everybody else behind. What you can actually do is pick things up, and actually, Tom is even doing that. You know that he is gold long America and long the U.S. dollar, even though it's trading back and forth, if you will. And I mentioned, that there's no better time to understand swing points and what's going on there, whether it's failures, or what have you. And so instead of just going and buying the book at Amazon, what we'd like you to do is we'd really like you to go in and go to your bookstore and buy it there. They may not have it in stock. They'll get it inside there. What it will do is, you'll also help to start building the country back, because you're going to go there. You're probably going to buy something else that you need. All the details for that are on the front page of TFNN.com if you go take a look at that, because, this is about building our communities back. That's what has to be done, and we can't wait on Washington, if you will, to help us do that. We'll just overcome whatever hurdles that they decide that they want to throw in front of us. We're going to be like ants. We're going to go around it. We're going to go underneath it. We're going to go over it. Whatever we're going to do is we're just simply what we're going to do. We're going to focus on what we want to do, and we're not going to let them stop. So someone from the Den asked about silver, and, even though it's up 37 cents, if you will, right now, let's see, if you get $300 worth of free courses. Oh, so if you do that, now that's a pretty cool thing, folks. If you go over to your bookstore and you order Tom's book, there's a process here where you get $300 worth of free classes for doing that. How's that for education? I mean, that's a cool thing. So you got to do that. So go do that for yourself. Please invest in yourself. And we're taking a look at silver here. Now, what I like, silver's just moving sideways, if you will. You can see it's been doing that for the last 5 trading sessions. Silver came down to a low of, got down to 26.15. Another big move down. We've had two of them, if you will, and if we just kind of measure the moves down from the high on silver that we had in the 49.82 range, we just simply measure that first low that it made, which was down around the 32.30 area. Let me see if I can do this here, and I'm going to just take that same level, if you will, just another way to do this, and measure it from the high to the low, because I want to show you patterns, if you will. So all I did was went from the high swing point that we made in silver at 49.80 down to the low that was made, and all I did was just copy that exact same line over to the high that was made here. When I say high, the high that I'm going back to is August 23rd, when it bounced up to $44.27. And if you draw that exact same line, it got to within probably about 20 cents of the low that was made 5 trading sessions ago. The low was made on September 26th at 26.15. So it's why you really want to understand these patterns. We're here to teach it to you. You want to take advantage of getting $300 worth of free courses. It'll help you so much in your trading career. And you see these patterns happen on a continuous and ongoing basis. Now, what silver did last time was silver, if we take a look at it, when silver made that low, is it went sideways. It built cause for quite a while. It moved sideways all the way, really. I would have to say it moved sideways all the way into the August 8th time frame. It moved sideways certainly up until July 12th. Then it moved up to another level, if you will, went to another floor. Then it came down and tested that range, if you will, that consolidation range, moved a little bit higher, and then boom, the legs got cut out from underneath it, little rug pull, as Basil Chapman likes to say. And now, if I was going long silver, what I'd like to see is I'd like to see silver get into about the halfway point of the wick that you've got from September 26th. And the halfway point is probably somewhere around the 28.50 area, and that's where I would be looking to go long silver. Now, from a stop standpoint, if you're going to go long, your stop on that's going to have to be under $26 a share. So maybe what you would do is you'd scale in, and I think that's even one of the free courses that you might be able to get if you go get Tom's book from your local bookstore. So that was silver. If we take a look at gold, even though gold is up, let's see, gold is up, $27. Really not doing much, the same type of thing. And in gold's case, we'll see that the downdraft, if I go do that same measurement, the first downdraft that we had, if you will, from the highs it made at August 23rd down to the lows on August the 25th. And let me see there, and I just simply go take a look at that measurement. Give me a second here to pull that over there. Well, that's actually not even going to work here because I'd have to go all the way to the highs, and it made twice that. It was a 1 to 2 version of that. But right now you've got gold just pretty much trading sideways, no significant volume. There's no patterns in there, at least on a daily chart. You'd really have to dive down into a 10-minute chart. Let's just go ahead and do that here. And if we take a look on a 10-minute chart, what we probably have here is a ABC up, and we'll measure that from the lows that were put in at about, 10:30 at night, 12, somewhere right around there, on the 28th of September, the low at 1585, and it looks like we had a high coming right in here, right at about the 2200, so 10 p.m. time frame on the 29th, and then another low put in. And this is why you want to understand these ABCs, folks, because they are happening all the time. Then there was a low put in at 11 o'clock on the 30th. It was a $55 move. You add $55 to that. Takes you to $1662.80. What does gold get up to? Well, got up to $1660. You got to love this stuff, folks. You got to love it. Or it got up to, what was the high here? It looks like, 1667. So you want to learn your ABCs because these are ongoing competing patterns that happen all the time in the marketplace. You sell the D point or you buy the D point if it's on its way down. 877-927-6648. We'll be right back.
Hi folks, this is Tom O'Brien. If you want to get great trade setups in equity as well as the option market, come over to TFNN.com and test drive my daily newsletter, Market Insights, for 2 weeks absolutely free. Each trade setup comes with a profit projection as well as stop placement. Included in Market Insights is a Twitter alert service. This allows you to take advantage of intraday setups. Volatility is back in the markets. What does that mean to you? To me, it spells short-term opportunity each and every day. The days of trending up on lighter volume are gone. We have come off the highs with volume across the globe. Don't get caught in a complacency trap. Many of the indices have given back 2 months of trading in 1 week. We have a trader's market. You can take advantage of this trader's market by test driving my daily newsletter, Market Insights, free for 2 weeks. Market Insights will give you the edge you're looking for in the markets. Go to TFNN.com, under newsletter, hit the Market Insight tab for your 2-week free test drive right here, right now.
Are you looking for some extra cash to help pay off some of your bills? Let Tiger Metal Exchange convert your unwanted jewelry to cash. We pay out 80% of the market price for gold. Our payouts are the highest in the industry, more than double our largest competitors. And we've created the safest, easiest, and most straightforward process for converting your jewelry to cash. Log on to TigerMetalExchange.com and get your free scale, your free eye loop, and get the cash you deserve now. We provide a free online calculator that converts your jewelry to cash at up-to-the-minute spot prices. We insure your items for up to $75,000 per shipment free of charge. We videotape the entire valuation process so that you can view it online. You can call us toll-free at 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. Let Tiger Metal Exchange put more cash in your pocket without ever leaving the comfort of your home. Join the list of thousands of satisfied customers and go to TigerMetalExchange.com. It's the only click you need to make.
Would you like to discover the next great tech stock? David White, TFNN's technology guru, has just launched his new newsletter, The Technology Insider. In his newsletter, David will be looking for those shining stars that may turn into the next Apple, Microsoft, or Cisco. David combines his technology background as a software programmer with his market skills as a successful professional trader to give you this unique newsletter. We're on the verge of the next great tech run. With the Technology Insider, you'll be in front of the run-up and not lagging behind. David is developing a long-term investment portfolio, therefore we're only offering the Technology Insider as an annual subscription with a remarkable price of only $395. That's right, for a little over $1 a day, you'll receive the fundamental technology wisdom and technical trading skills of the Technology Insider David White. What are you waiting for? Go to the front of TFNN.com, click on the link on the front page, sign up for your 2-week free trial, and become a Technology Insider today. Great Basin Gold is a mining company engaged in the exploration and development of 2 emerging gold properties in Nevada and South Africa with a total resource base of more than 23 million gold ounces. Great Basin's Burnstone mine in South Africa opened in February of this year with a resource of 20 million gold ounces, becoming the first mine to open in the historic Witwatersrand Basin in the last 30 years. The Burnstone mine is projected to have a 25-year mine life and is fully financed with production anticipated to be over 250,000 ounces per year at a cash cost of only $450 per ounce. The Hollister mine in Nevada became fully integrated in the 4th quarter of 2010 with annual production estimates of 110,000 ounces of gold per year over the 8-year mine life at a cash cost of only $527 per ounce. Great Basin Gold is cash flow positive and trades on the Toronto and New York stock exchanges under the symbol GBG.
Hi folks, this is Tom O'Brien. My new book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, is for sale at Amazon.com for only $18.40.
877-927-6648. You got the Dow down 83. The S&P's down 8. The NASDAQ down 16. The small caps down 4. The NDX down 13. I've got the NDX up on my screen right now, and you can see that, we've kind of had this little tug-of-war going. As, it's been up, it's been down, and right now it's pretty much where it opened for the day. And, you can see now what the NDX did, at least do so far this morning, is it went and tested the low swing point of September the 6th. The low on that was 2112.84. It got down to a low of 2112.43, rejected that area, moved up, came back down. Just a little bit of the breathing pattern that you have going on there. Let's go take a look. It could, even if it backed off to the 2099 area, that would be normal, because that would be coming down to the 0.786 retracement. So we'll see how that continues to move for the day. When we started the show, we were looking at the small caps, the Russell 2000. I told you that is really where you want to be paying attention to, because that is the weak link in the chain that we have out here. Right now, you've got the Russell trading at 640.79. The low that it's going against is a 639.85. That's from the August 9th time frame. So you want to see a close in the Russell, above that area. And one of the easiest ways to take a look at that is to switch over to the IWM. We're going to do that. That's how we'll just close out the show today. And then that's how I'll warm things up for Basil. I know Basil will go ahead and he'll tear apart the diamonds for us, the Dow, and take a look at the quartet of stocks in there to help us identify what's going on inside the markets as well. So let's go switch over to the ETFs. Let's switch over to the IWM. In the IWM there, what you're seeing it go up against, this is the daily chart. You're seeing the low of 63.76. You're trading at 64.20. You traded below that this morning. I imagine today what you're looking for is you're looking for a rejection of price and volume. You're looking for a close above the 63.76. And preferably, you'd like to see some light volume. We're an hour and a half into the trading session. You've done 28 million shares. All you have to do is take 28 million shares, divide by 1.5, multiply times 6.5. That'll give you kind of a feel for what the volume might be. What you also have to do is you've got to dig down a little bit further, because a lot of times the volume is really coming in during that opening range area. That's in that first 30 minutes. You can see how volume has backed off here, even as we take a look at the, let me make sure that I've got the, that looks like the cues to me. Let's pull up the small caps. Let's pull up the IWM. Let's specifically take a look at that. And what you can see on the small caps is you had this is the 10-minute chart. You had this nice big candle with some volume behind it that occurred at the 10:10 time frame. You had 6.6 million shares. It came back with 1.6 million. It's coming back. It's coming back with such lighter volume. This is screaming to us, if you will, that what the market wants to do is it wants to reject these lows and then move up a little bit higher, if you will. So you want to pay attention to the small caps, because that is the weak link. And Basil, I'm sure, will take a look at the diamonds. If we quickly look at the SPYs, we've got just a couple of moments here. Let's go take a look at the SPYs here. Where is it on my chart? Right here, the SPY, the 5-minute chart here on the SPYs. You can see the SPYs here. All we've done, we had some nice volume at 10:05. You went up with 11 million shares. Now, you can say up or down. In this case here, what you like to see is it's telling you it's going to come back. It comes back. It tests that area with 3.7 million. Let's see if it actually got to the low. The low on the SPYs was 112.08. It got back to 112.10. Light volume. Thanks so much for staying here with me, folks. Stay tuned. Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, then David White and Tom from 4 to 6, and I'll see you tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Have a great day, folks. Bye-bye now.
Are your